entire symphony orchestra.
That's a crowd of raisins.
Now you can share or keep that great taste all to yourself. Kellogg's Raisin Bran, part of this complete breakfast.
There's a crowd of raisins in 2 scoops.
I've got to refuel myself.
Let's go to the Milky Way.
That'll hit the spot.
The fun's just starting. Quick will make it.
Delicious.
Quick really puts me in orbit.
Nestle Quick, the taste that gets you going.
You can get this free Legions of Power space capsule set by sending one UPC barcode from Nestle Quick. You can put it together. See specially marked packages for details while supplies last.
I'm Captain O.G. Readmore, a reading kind of cat. Read a book like me, you'll soon agree that reading is where it's at.
Here a ghost, there a ghost, everywhere some scary ghosts.
It's showtime, folks.
Today, call for the real.
We'll return after these messages.
I love nuzzling up to you and Whistler. You're so fuzzy.
So soft, my little pony. My little pony, so fuzzy to touch.
I love the way you feel, my so soft pony.
Paradise.
So soft,
Shady.
my little pony.
Wind Whistler.
Pony, so
Ribbon.
touch. So fuzzy
Lofty.
soft, you're gonna love me.
Each sold separately.
You're so soft.
You can feel how fuzzily soft they are. Shady and other So Soft ponies sold separately from Hasbro.
Every package of Kellogg's Raisin Bran has 2 scoops of raisins.
I know that.
What, do you know that 2 scoops are enough to give a plump, juicy raisin to each captain of the Queen's Guard, all the girls on the Cranston High Cougarettes, and Boy Scout Troop 12?
That's a lot.
There'd still be enough tasty Kellogg raisins for an entire symphony orchestra.
That's a crowd of raisins.
Now you can share or keep that great taste all to yourself. Kellogg's Raisin Bran, part of this complete breakfast.
There's a crowd of raisins in 2 scoops.
Done at last.
Well, genius, how about some M&M's? Hi, kids. Wow.
Where M&M's chocolate candies go, there's bound to be some fun, you know. It's a bright and colorful wonderland. All the world loves M&M's. Pure milk chocolate joy for everyone.
M&M's chocolate candies. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
See you later.
We'll return after these messages.
Constructs. You build. Constructs. Power.
Batteries not included.
Constructs. You build. Constructs. Control. Constructs. Action. Constructs.
Power Creations Constructs from Fisher-Price.
Constructs.
How'd you like to make friends with a very unusual rabbit?
How do you do?
Meet a crazy fox or a bungling bear. Introducing Uncle Remus, Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear in the happiest, slappiest, dashingest, crashingest, singingest, flingingest Disney animated classic of all. This holiday season, Walt Disney's Song of the South is back on the big screen. Rated G. Now playing at a theater near you. Check your local newspaper.
I like new Giggles cookies because they've got 2 kinds of cream inside. He likes Giggles' funny faces. There's fudge and vanilla cream in each one. I can't believe how good this is.
New Giggles cookies. 2 kinds of cream in each funny face.
Are you gonna eat that?
Computers are coming your way.
Computers? For paying bills?
Mothers, too.
Bah, humbug.
Wow.
Let me try it. What you doing, Tabby?
My homework, a report called Dance to the Beat and Land on 4 Feet.
Which side is up?
Oh, I'm still working on it, Hacker. Besides, I'm going to be a star, not a writer.
Even stars need to write. Use the computer.
The computer?
Sure. This is the word processing program that I use for my science report.
Whoops.
No problem. Change the XYZ to an ABC. With a cursor space, make a word erase.
Let me try it.
See your work improve? Make a sentence move. Cut it down to size you can edit or revise.
Word processing really helps.
Let the
We'll be having
printer
none of
run.
that.
When your work's all done,
None of that. Who decided to start putting all that furry stuff on the TV? Who was that? I bet it was Newman. I'm just guessing. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm kind of deaf at the moment. Okay, there we go. Cool. I can hear. Hi, everybody. Look at that. Look at that. Newman. Newman with that Prime sub. Right off the bat. He just wanted to beat James to it. That's all it is. Thanks so much for the subscription, man. I never thought I would be here. No kidding. Never thought I'd be here. So, that's super rad. Bezos be praised. Hote as well. Yeah, you could do that. So, starting from the last stream. Hey, thanks. There's another one already. Hote is pleased. Y'all have done a very, very good job of pleasing Hote. He writes me all the slash fiction about him and y'all all the time. Very pleased. Very pleasing to catch up on that. Thanks for subscriptions, y'all. Yeah, like I was saying, last time we started off officially now affiliate status. So we got all sorts of extras and all that good stuff. Matter of fact, I wanted to tell y'all a little bit more about that here, aside from having cool little chests. Oh, I'm tickling that one. So somewhere around right here, there's a little drop down. Ah, thank you. Holy crap. That's 3 subscriptions in one day. I'm going to turn off the camera now so I can cry. Oh, for real. Thank y'all so much. Super, super appreciated. Hopefully I'll even get to that affiliate payout threshold one day. Maybe a couple years from now. And I'll put it towards something good. But yeah, somewhere in this general vicinity, I believe. Forgive me, I'm still a beginner here. There's a drop down. One thing that's big is that you can earn a currency by watching Retro Game Champion now. Every minute that you're on, hold on, I took notes about this crap. Every minute that you're on kind of adds to what's called pixels. Pixels is the currency that we're using here. I guess it makes sense. You can collect those with time spent from follows, from donations, subscriptions. You get pixels. I'm seriously emotional. You get pixels for everything that you do. And that leads to a leaderboard down here in the lower right hand corner of the screen if you scroll down a little bit. So now you got top scores that we can check out. And you can turn them in for rewards, I believe, in the same little drop down. Look at that. Look. James has got that chest going already. It's amazing. Spread it everywhere. So yeah, you can get pixels by doing that. You can also, every 12 minutes or so, a chest will randomly appear on your screen. One of these. And if you click on it before it disappears, you get 25 pixels off the bat. This all sounds really cool, but I've not done any of it before, and I don't know if it's working. So definitely let me know if it is. What are some of the things that y'all can purchase with your pixels? I say purchase. It's my free to pay currency. Let me see. There is stuff like a 2-line freestyle. You can turn in 500 pixels and I'll come up with a freestyle on the dot. 2 lines about you or any other name that you want. I'll shout out your Twitch channel for 750 pixels so we can all sell out and be happy about it. For 500 pixels, you can turn in a spicy truth or dare question, because I hear that's all the rage for Twitter accounts or Twitch accounts that feature people a lot more attractive than me. And for 100 pixels, you can just ask a simple question. I'll answer it right away. And for 5,000 big ones, big capital P's, if you will, you can turn yourself into a mod here on the channel. Happy. I believe Newman's the only mod at the moment. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of need for it right now, but, you know, wherever there's good things, trolls eventually show up, right? So I guess we ought to get ready for that. But yeah, so that's all the really good stuff that comes with the pixels. You subbed, but it don't show up? I do believe that, did you do it while we were live right now? Because I think if you did it before, I have to have this like screen popped up so that it records everything and shows it live. So that might be it. Regardless, Ezio, thank you for your subscription as well. I feel, and for everything else that you've done recently too. Oh, look at that. Look, you tested everything out. Please touch my bits. I will play with them. Look at these bits. 100 gold coins. Look at Dan Hibiki. He's so happy. He's crying tears just like I am. Thanks so much. So yeah, that's another thing. We got bits live now. And I guess Ezio is top of the pops. This is exciting. We have gamification now to a channel that's about playing video games. That's pretty meta, but I appreciate it. That's awesome. So yeah, thanks for the help, y'all. Everything goes towards all the good stuff. As you know, I'm not going to run out and just buy cheeseburgers with anything that comes in monetary wise. It's all for upgrades, such as a headset without lag that will also make my computer less laggy. That's the next thing. But yeah, this is all super exciting. So rack up those pixels. And if you have any ideas for things that I can give away with the pixels and for what amounts, definitely let me know. Give me some feedback and I'll add it to the list because I can do all sorts of custom ones. So, a PvP. You fight Newman? You guys, could you fight in real life? Can we stream that? Because that would be pretty excellent, I think. Man, I'm loving all these little icons everybody's got over here. Yeah, you can unlock a chest. You can unlock the dude that tells you to go that the president's been kidnapped, and for the highest amount, which no one will ever do. Thank God. I'd feel bad if he did. There's a Hote head in there somewhere too. So, yeah. Fight me, nerd. So, yeah, I guess I have one thing to open up today before we start. It wasn't sent in by y'all. This is something that I just grabbed because, as you can see, I'm in between 3 televisions at the moment. This one here was excellent for retro gaming, but only had one working AV input. Of course, no HDMI or anything like that. This is pure CRT. And then I found this glorious thing, which has 4 AV inputs, one RGB input, S-video inputs, and an HDMI, and it's a CRT TV. That was like the holy grail. I picked it up for $15 from a neighbor, and I thought I was going to be set forever. But unfortunately, this TV beat it out on quality because it's worn out. So while it's the most amazing television I've ever seen, although a little bit small, it was blurry. Like, it's dying, and that makes me so sad. So instead, we found a really good deal on a nice, brand new TV. We put that downstairs, so I got our old one up here now. And as you can see, I'll scoot my fat ass up here a little bit. This is also temporary, but I borrowed this from the neighborhood construction company as well. It is now currently holding all of the retro systems. But the thing that came in today has a little bit to do with that. So let's check it out. Ooh. Gonna need one of these. God, that light is so bright. There we go. Yep. So I've got tons of inputs and nowhere to put them. This will help. This will help a ton. So, especially with all these consoles y'all have been sending in, and the ones that I've been trying to keep alive, definitely needed to go with this. So, that's beautiful. Look at all that. Look at all that input. Look at all that yellow, white, red, and clicky buttons, I'm sure. Let's go full ASMR on this. Ooh. Ooh. These are only 19 bucks on Amazon. 8 inputs, pretty rad. The only thing missing to this puzzle is an upscaler. And I did about a kabillion reviews and found an upscaler that works from your standard composite to an HDMI and apparently does a really damn good job, even if coming off of a multi-tap like this. So in theory, I should be able to hook up everything I got here, plus another 3 consoles, run it all through one composite, through the upscaler, into that TV, and holy shit, if that all works, I will be so happy. So, that's what's going on. Yeah, coax everything, right? But, I'm really bummed out about these TVs. I know Newman is pretty much the only one that's really local. If you have need for some, well, this one's an incredible CRT. Probably the crispest I've ever seen. I would play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Dreamcast all day on this sucker. And if you need this one back here too, you know, it's still really awesome. Like if you're just not an enthusiast like us and you're looking for the sharpest pixels, it's actually still a great TV. But it's also about 600 pounds and I'm looking to get rid of them. So, yeah. That's the update on the old studio here. Oh, I started, as you can see, you know, I've been working with 80s and 90s stuff back here. That's what I always do, looking to get that wall completed. I also decided I needed a wall that has some new things. I mean, not everything could be retro. Most things, sure. And you guys have never seen this corner up here. Oh, look at here. Yeah, got the voiceover stuff over here and all that. Yeah. So, started putting some K-pop stuff up. It's official. It happens. You know. It's a disease that takes over your life. But I've got some newer like Marvel posters and stuff that I'm going to put up there too. So I'm excited because I'm finally getting stuff going in here. And it's going to look really rad. So, what's Ezio saying? Look at all the holes. Don't look at the holes. Check Discord and do what I posted with your studio. I'll check Discord here in a bit. I've run at 26% CPU, so I don't want to add anything extra at the moment. But I will check it out as soon as we're done gaming. But I'm also afraid to find out what you said. So, yeah, shall we get to gaming? I suppose that's what people actually enjoy to see. So, but yeah, if y'all have any questions about all the new stuff that I got going on, or if you end up seeing one of those chests around and you click on it, test it out and see if, yeah, I'm not opening Slack. No thanks. But yeah, test some stuff out. See if you can, you know, I guess we got cheers going with the bits. See if you can get things working. That would be rad. Because I do want to make sure that everything does work. Oh, and look, we have a new mini boss right here. Look at MacMan. Look at his glorious face. Now y'all can see how beautiful he is. He's the current mini boss. He just knocked Newman off with that subscription because he waited. It was like a horse race. He waited for the right moment, sprung that off, and now he's the mini boss. Fantastic. Cool. So let's see what we're doing here. Today is the last day of the Beat 'em Up Beat Down month of March, and I saved a real doozy, as I was telling Newman earlier, for last. It is Ninja Clowns, which so far I've never met anyone else that has ever heard of this game. So I've only played a little bit through the first level, as per usual. I didn't want to spoil anything. So I definitely want to experience this the first time with y'all. Let me adjust this here. I'm sure y'all don't want to look at my bird chest. But yeah, it's a game. Not about ninjas as far as I can tell, but lots of clowns. And we are going to experience it together. Oh, the hub is fantastic, Ezio. Yeah. We had a little bit of a scare last stream where the camera started really lagging. So I unplugged it from there and just plugged that directly in now, and it doesn't appear that we have that problem. Otherwise, every single thing else is plugged into that sucker right now, and it works wonderful. Super power savings. Really appreciate it. So, yeah, so there's that. But, yeah, Newman, that's okay. We just talked a bunch of trash about you while you were gone. Let's get this started. Ninja Clown time. Look at it. We got creepy soundtrack already. I'm digging that. Bone what? Bone curdling. Ew, can you curdle a bone? Do we get a story? Oh, no. We don't want to ruin anything. Alright. Looks like we're starting on the street. The graphics for this are real strange. Alright, let's beat the shit out of some people. So we don't get a story. We're just beating up lots of random people on the street. Ooh. God, it sounds like I'm cracking necks with that. Oh! God, listen to that sound effect. Good God. Oh man, I feel like I'm actually hitting that post box. Oh shit, is that Donald Trump wearing a cop outfit? Well, I don't want any of that. Well, looks like I have one button that just tells people to stop. Stop! Please, officer, don't hit me. Aw, clown heaven. Oh, I seem to have stunned him. Alright, what is that? Oh! It's like seltzer water, but the water is like from the void. Oh god, did I have to beat up that homeless gentleman for his hot dog? Just not feeling good about that. Can I pick up this hot dog? Oh, no. Oh, and we have... It's either a zombie or a crackhead. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Jeez. Not really clear. Doesn't look like there's a jump button. But I can kick Officer Trump in the face. Feels great to say. Oh! I can jump if I press kick fast enough. Oh no! If you press up and kick, you jump. Oh, there's a duck if you press the other way. These controls are a little more complex than they would have to be. Oh, Jesus, that sounds like some boss music if I ever heard some. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Wait, is that like a weird malformed Jesus from the Big Lebowski? Oh, it says his name is Ed on his shirt. Jesus. Punch him until he turns purple. Oh man, he's getting pissed. Oh, god damn. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to explode you. Jesus. Yeah, this is an arcade game. If anyone can curdle bones, it's clowns. You're so right. Smash the lab? Is this a bonus? What is this lab? Is this like the meth lab that guy was from earlier? Big machines? Yeah. So they're like, let's take a note from Street Fighter here and just beat up a lab. Time out, clowny. Okay. Those cursed clowns, they must be stopped. Killer zombie clones attack. Alright, hold up. I gotta pause this for a second. Chat's getting away from me. Ezio says you should do a YouTube series that you're playing the worst games on each console. Isn't that what I'm doing? No. Oh god, Superman 64. Okay. I'll note that down. Why is Mickey Rooney a boss? Oh, my chemistry set. Oh god, I always loved that person coming out with just seeing the carnage that happened to their car while they were in getting like a snack or taking a pee at the gas station. It's fantastic. Well, it looks like the broken down carnival. Knocking the corn dogs at it. Oh, bearded ladies. Oh, vomiting bearded ladies. Because what else could you want from a game about supposedly killer clowns? Alright. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that pie. Oh, I can throw the pies. And it makes things explode. Oh, Jesus, is that Robbie Rotten? Alright. Kaboom! Elvis playing an accordion. Alright. One thing you gotta give it up for this game is that it has a lot of unique enemies. Like, we'll see if it keeps replaying them in the future, but for right now, like, I haven't seen a lot of duplicates. Oh, shit! This is apparently what cotton candy does. Damn. I mean, that is what cotton candy does to my kids, but I didn't expect it to be faithfully recreated in Ninja Clowns. It's a sideshow. Freaks, geeks, and clones. They're all live, it says. There's Rat Boy and Rat Boy. Lots of variety at the sideshow. Punch him right in the teeth. God, what was making that noise? Is that the disembodied teeth that are growling at me? Oh, there's a little clown. Is he? Nope, he is not my friend. Can I kick him in the face? I can. Fantastic. Oh, there's a large naked lady. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what is... Oh, wait, what? Wait a... Wait a minute. I think we've topped the pops. What is that? What is that? It's a chicken in a workout suit, and some boots, some pluck me boots, I suppose you could say. But that's a rooster. Also shooting eggs at me. Birdo 2.0? I don't know. I think you got a point here. I was full on assaulted by this rooster and I had to pause. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh my god. Not the phone. Oh god, that is just so much to take in. No. Oh, and a headbutt too. You know, out of all these things, I think a headbutt is what I was expecting less. Can I pick up these feathers and tickle her, him, tickle them? Can I tickle them with these feathers? Jesus. This was a thing that was in arcades. Probably not a lot of arcades, let's be honest. God, how many hits does this shit take? Oh God, this explosive ace. She went for that headbutt again. Alright, stop it. Oh, I'm digging the yellow and lime green color swap here. Alright. I got a ninja kick. It's about time something was ninja. Oh my God. Knock the head off of and cook that rooster. Yeah, like, the sound effects are killing me. Oh God. Who is this? Ah, it's like Random Thug 1 and 2 from Green Room. Oh, God, they jump around like those guys in Ninja Gaiden. Look at that, just destroying me. All right, let's do that. Let's do that kick. Yeah, hiya. Oh, apparently you can roll into people. That's cool. Oh, can I hit this pole? Oh, I knocked a tomato out of the pole. Let's see what a tomato pole. So many. Alright, let me beat you up, mime. In a game about clowns, the mime is the peasant. Seltzer from the void. Oh, it goes longer if you hold it down. Oh, God, did I just... I thought that was an innocent lady, but maybe not. Oh, Jesus. This game really is like a murderous clown simulator, because I do believe I just killed a child. Gotta make the second one on this channel. Was there only one? Oh, can I get more tomatoes out of this pole? I can. That's a thing in this universe. Eat that! Take that, Susie! Oh man, she hit me with an explosive cookie. Okay, so these sewer worker guys, I've seen a lot of those in the game. I can live with that. Oh, nice. God, look at that clown's face. Yeah, stop ruining my fun. Oh, hello, lady. She's telling me, she's like, come here, I got something for you. Oh, is she trying to give me a kiss? Oh my God, God was just like, or the devil was like, you're not done. Can I tell her to stop? Stop. Stop. Oh, she's like hurting me with her little yoink yoink. Boom! Oh God. Oh, don't throw shit at me. Literally. Wait, what is the bearded lady doing here? I was just giving this game such high praises for not refreshing stuff. Alright, I need some whole tomatoes stat. Oh God, there's so many of them. Whack! Oh man, that was some gross stuff. Alright, if anybody can call the next absolutely absurd boss, you get lots of magic delivered right to your mailbox. Oh God, here we go. Okay. I mean, I heard that. Oh, jeez, it makes blow up animals that actually explode. They blow up. Wow. Yeah, I was gonna say, I heard that there's gonna be a new Five Nights at Freddy's game, and here you go. Exclusive to Retro Game Champion, the next animatronic, which is Helium Gut. God, I can barely hit it because of all these creatures. Can I roll on these things? Yeah, roll on them. God. That's like impossible. Oh, there we go. Just kick his head off. got slapped right in the face. Alright. I'm invincible for a short time, so I'm gonna actually hit you. Oh my god, yeah, I cannot connect. There we go. Jesus. Yeah. Every single hit feels really good on this boss. The other ones were easy to hit. This one, not so much. Damn it. Alright, I gotta clear some of these out. Yeah, let me get it. Oh, yeah! Flip away. The controls are, I feel like I'm jamming a lot, but it's not like the attack buttons, it's the movement. Like, you get stuck in some weird, like, not moving right positions. The buttons are good, though, but the control itself is garbage. Newman says, I feel like this could have been ported to Linux, and that is the most incredibly accurate thing I could say about, or not Linux, Lynx. I mean Linux too, you can port anything to Linux, right? No, the Atari Lynx would have been a grand system for this. Or going to the big top, because the Midway wasn't enough. Out here said, is this Pirates of Dark Water? Fairly accurate. Or Skulljagger. Okay. If I bring it up, I have to talk about it. Oh, there's lots of little clown boys here. Do y'all remember Skulljagger? It was a Super Nintendo game about pirates.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. But the thing I remember most about that game, number one, it came with like a full comic book inside the case, which was cool. But there was a... God, can I hit this little dude? There we go. But there was a hotline, like an 800 number you could call, and every couple of days it would give you a different insult from Skulljagger himself. And I'll never forget the time I called that hotline, and he said that I mattered about as much as a cockroach fart. And that is something that I will keep with me until the day I die. So hopefully you have a new diss that you can tell people you learned from the master salt sprayer who was Skulljagger. Don't say salt sprayer. I forget, you really gotta just kick these guys. Punches go right over them. Hey, what was that? Hey, 50 gold coins for Skulljagger. You must have gotten that reference, huh?
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Would you? Come on. Yeah, these little clowns are annoying. Looks like Newman is slowly whittling away Mac-Man's mini-boss status. Oh yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to get free of this level. These little clown guys, not the easiest to fight. God, I just, as much as I'm making fun of the sound effects, the hits just feel like instant.
I'm gone.
Even the like bowling ball hit. I'm just gonna roll around and hit these little dudes. So I guess the only ninja part of this game is the vaguely Bruce Lee noises that the clown makes when he rolls around. Oh yeah, give me that cotton candy. Yeah! Oh, this is the best. Oh, there's a mime. I know he's got a health item for me. I just have to punch him in the face. Yeah, pizza mime. Pizza mime and whole tomatoes. Sweet. Oh, God, who is this? Oh, God, why does everybody have literal exploding... Like, when these rabbits explode, they explode into, like, a disgusting giblet mess. It's like the rabbit at the end of Doom 2. Was it Doom 1 or Doom 2? I think it was actually Doom 1. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Ezio. You're trading golden coins for creepy clowns. Pretty sure you can't do that on Craigslist. Only here on Retro Game Champion. Or Bozo's List? You think that's a thing? You think they have like a Craigslist just for clowns? I mean, let's be honest, Craigslist is for clowns most of the time. No, more accurately, Facebook Marketplace is a Craigslist for clowns. God, these poor exploding animals. Oh, God. Oh, dead. Oh, nope, they're not dead. Oh, God, just a giant... I don't want to do it, you guys. Look how cute they are. I just don't want... Oh, God, they're just all... Oh, no. What God has tormented me today? Yeah, it was Doom 1. That's right, because that was like a, yay, I did it. And then it's like, oh, look.
Wow, man. Wow, man.
Hell has come to Earth. Are you hearing these poor hippies?
Woodstock. Wow.
What I just said? Woodstock.
Wow, man.
Woodstock. Come on, say it. Say it. Just flashing a B-side and then smacking me. Dude, you think clowns are for war? Why are you fighting me? Oh, God. Officer Trump's back. Oh, he brought donuts this time. Like, okay, I don't want to bring up skin color in a video game, but you can't tell me that that police officer doesn't have just Trumpy skin. It's just a thing.
Wow.
No one else in this game has Trumpy skin.
Wow.
Excuse me, I'm trying to get full tomatoes. God, so rude.
Wow, man. Wow, man.
But we got protesters, we got Trump, we got clowns. Jesus. So I'm gonna have to dock this later, but the backgrounds have been super repetitive. We got like 2 different backgrounds so far. And they're really good. Like the art on them is fantastic. It says hot dog skin policeman, and they're all so loud. They really are.
Woodstock, man.
Woodstock, man.
Wow, man.
While I can appreciate some of the sound effects,
Wow,
like
man.
the leveling is really off. Ouch! Oh God, 2 at once. Oh, no, Mime, I needed your pizza. I'm just gonna eat it even though I'm at 100 health. Just because it sounds good. No, on the real though, my partner is cooking barbacoa right now and has been for the last several hours in a crock pot. This entire house, I can eat this entire house because it smells like barbacoa.
Wow, man. Wow. Wow, man.
Half the reason I was emotional earlier is because I've just been eternally crying because I have to wait to eat this barbacoa.
Woodstock, man.
Woodstock, man. Can you imagine the meeting at whatever place this was that this game came from? They're like, we need some enemies. Who do people not like? Hippies? Cool, what do hippies say? Hippies say Woodstock, man. Oh God, what is this? see this giant shadow. Oh! Dude, that's dope! Let's screenshot that. Oh, I feel like this could have been a toy tie-in with this game. Oh! It just kind of flies away. Is it making car honking noises or guitar feedback? Definitely sounds like a guitar. Alright, come down here so I can get... Oh, Jesus, never mind, God. Jeez, this thing just leaks through your health. Jesus. It's really horrifying, right? It's those knobby knees that this spider thing has. It's like a veiny Audrey 2/clown car spider, which shoots red energy out of its blood tube. Die! Oh god, oh god, oh. It's popcorn. It's way better than I was expecting. With the spider destroyed. Darn, no butter. Wow, man, like peace, brother. But wait. Oh, there's some enemies I haven't seen yet. Has anybody seen any of the chests popping up on screen, by the way? I don't know if those are working. Oh, hello. Oh, God, they're throwing butcher knives. Oh, plus points for actually having a blood splatter when those hit. This game is so bizarre. Like, I mean, obviously it's bizarre, but, like, there's some serious shit going on with this game. Whee! Alright, give me a power up. You guys hit too hard. Oh, that'll work. Sure. Oh, there's some interesting backgrounds. I guess it heard me earlier and it really wanted to make up for it. Because these are some dope, like, almost Darkstalkers looking backgrounds now. Everything explodes into a bloody mess on this stage. Got that bloody mess perk equipped. I like how you can punch them as they're coming out of the ground. Like, I kind of feel sorry for them. Got, like, some clowny gizmo ducks. Oh, there's a nice Satan in the background. Peacock lady. Jesus. Come back. I'll just beat up your friend coming out of the ground. Die, man. I think you have to fight those one guys. I can throw a bomb and disappear. I just do it because I feel extra like that. At least they don't throw the bombs when you do it. No. No. Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the buttons feel great, but moving up and down, side to side, feels like some Atari Lynx. Oh, those guys are creepy. Just cleaving my face. Oh, that guy's coming around. Alright, give me something good. Or explode when there's no one around. I could really use a pole tomato about right now. Goof? Ah. Damn it. Alright, so what's the boss of this level gonna be? We're fighting nothing but clowns. We fought like a weird spider demon. Really holding out for more clowns. Like an evil clown. Not like these clowns aren't evil. Okay. Plenty of these dudes. Oh, they're the ones throwing the skulls. I thought those were another enemy. Oh god, here we go. Okay. It's Sinbad, the comedian. That sounds like he enjoys getting hit. Oh shit, he's got a sword. Alright, I'm gonna go with my kick on that. Got a longer reach. God, what horrible way do you think he's gonna die? Got so many quarters. Oh, he's gonna disintegrate. Except for his eyeballs. Can I step on him? Oh. Latest streaming labs extended out. Master Twisto will see you now. Great final boss already? Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Screenshot that. What the hell? Twisto the Clown. Looks like I got my wish. Jesus, he just choking me to death. Can I? Okay. God. So who's not going to be able to sleep tonight? Anybody? Show of hands. God. Oh, Jesus. Don't choke. God, I love that voiceover. Dog. It's very like Satan and Sponge. God damn that choke. Alright, I'm coming. Yeah. And he's throwing like mini nukes. There's a lot going on in this game, man. Overhead punch. Stop choking me. Alright. Going down, Twisto. You and your other heads. Once he gets to choking you, he just literally won't stop until you're dead. Your most quality hits when you got that respawn invincibility. And then he just chokes until you're dead. Damn it. Jump kicks, maybe? It's really hard to even perform a jump kick. Oh, God. Oh, God. Fancy troll? Okay. The Twisto safely behind bars. The evil spell is broken. Wanna buy some cookies? My hero! Wow. Oh, I better not mess up my name this time. I'm so angry last time. Oh, this control. Okay. Yeah! I beat Red at 1,000 points. This is the first time this game has ever been played. Newman says, Hatter, what the hell did we just witness? Ninja clowns, everybody. Holy shit. What did that game clock in at? Was that like 30 minutes? That seemed really, really short. and very, very bizarre. We'll switch back over to the chat. Wow. That was an experience. Oh, man. Well, I believe we all went on a journey today. Yeah. It definitely wasn't 45 minutes. Damn. Catch up on the chat here. Who needs power-ups when you have explosions? And there were so many explosions. Sunburnt Dulcium. Oh, jeez. Yeah. A Hydra Clown. It was. I didn't even put the two in my head. I was just like, yeah, monster clowns can have more than one head. That's totally on point. Look at that scared cat. Whew. Macman says, I feel dirty having seen that game. Yeah, I feel strange. It's like when you eat a meal that you really didn't want to eat, but you were super hungry. And then you're like, God, why did I put all that grease into my stomach? It's just floating around in there, reminding me why I didn't want to do this. That's what Ninja Clowns did to all of us today. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So that was that. Jesus. Well, hey, we beat a game today, right? That's a plus. Oh, jeez. It's a game you find in an arcade one day and it's gone the next. Then you wonder if it ever existed in the first place. Yeah. Sadly, I think that's what happened in Japan without Foxy's. Yeah. This game was way more deserving of being forgotten, though. I'm not convinced it wasn't some sort of fever dream. Right? Like, do you think, like, this light shined off my forehead enough and it, like, put you in a trance and then you didn't know where you were and then you're just like, oh, ooh, man, I fell asleep watching Hatter again and I had the craziest dream. No, Outfoxies will never rest in peace. That game will live forever if I have something to say about it. Speaking of, I really wanted to put that on the site and have like the first really in-depth game thing on the site. I was working with Will, previously a Scrub Buds, to help translate it since he's good with Japanese and I am poor with Japanese. But I think he's going to be too busy. So I'm just going to run with my translation that I performed on it and start getting stuff up. Because I want to get everything up from that game so I can move on to Hote and make sure to catalog it, because there's nothing on the internet about Hote except maybe like a random half-assed Wikipedia article, just like Outfoxies. I'm going to keep these games alive. But yeah, I have a full scan of the only Outfoxies article that ever existed that came right from the distributor with the screenshots and stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that if you search really hard for Outfoxies, like people put up the same like 3 or 4 things that they've stolen from other sites and they're not correct. So I feel like I have to do the game justice. Maybe I'll try to hunt down some of the creators and interview them or something. That would be cool. Would y'all like to see that? I think that would be nice. I saved something for this. I knew we were going to be playing a clown game. I figured I'd be able to find like a red clown nose, but I wasn't in this house. It's a big surprise. But my partner found these teeny tiny bananas. What are these? These like baby bananas. Do you think they taste like real bananas? I figure it goes along with the theme. As long as I don't drop the banana peel and slip on it on cam, we'll be good. Oh man, these are really packed. I can't open these things. Ooh. Well, the peel doesn't taste good. There's no way I'm going to be able to open this. I have no fingernails. Oh. Newman, say it out loud. Oh, we have banana. We have banana. It looks kind of normal. I like how everything I try to hold up to the camera gets whitewashed, but my face is like, nah, you can't see me. Just want to remind you, you chose to spend your day here. This is what you get. Yeah. Tastes like a legit banana. I figured it would be like more sour or more sweet. Got these at H-E-B supermarket. I don't know what the purpose of a small banana is. I don't know if these are the scraps of the banana factory, or if you breed these specifically for show bananas. I feel like I should do a GamePro rating for this tiny banana. Whoop. Cool. Now we can have dinner together. Guys want to come over to my place for some barbacoa? Too bad I ate it all already. I haven't even gotten to it, and I'm going to eat it. So as far as I could tell, y'all said that you didn't see any of the chests, right? Did that just not happen? It's supposed to happen like every 12 minutes. Newman says maybe they're made for tiny lunches or small children. Yeah, so that's probably true, actually. You can't fit a giant banana in today's tiny lunch boxes that aren't as cool as the lunch boxes we had. Well, Newman got some. So that's interesting. I wonder if it's like per platform. I know somebody said the app probably doesn't work with it, or you have to update the app. Newman's in a browser. I do think that's where it's supposed to show up. I'm not sure if it'll actually show up on the app. So that's cool. Well, at least that kind of works. You didn't see any on Firefox? I'll have to look into it. I'm going to load up the channel here real quick and see if I can get an update on something. Because, yeah, I love to make sure that everything is working for y'all. All right, pause. Oh, duh, that's dumb. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the leaderboard. So, yeah, cool. The leaderboard appears to be working. If you scroll down, right next to the Twitter widget at the very bottom of the page and click on pixels, looks like Newman is in the lead with 735 pixels. We got MacMan in second with 635, and right behind him, right under his nose, not here, which is funny because of course he is. That's the top three right now. Yeah. And I'm not sure how you spend those. Like I said, I think there's supposed to be like a little thing in the lower right hand corner that is somewhere around here that you can click and you can pick from things. But yeah. I like it. It hurts me that you're using a Mac. How much does it hurt you to know that this whole thing is on a Mac? One single Mac. We're making magic work here. Well, I did want to bring up a couple things. Number one, I sent a little shout last time, but it was kind of in a rush before I started playing. But here on my page, I really wanted to do like a little kickback to some of the people that have been helping out the most. So Newman, Bad Servo, Ezio, James Ratliff. I don't even know if you're watching the stream. He helped me out before I even started doing it. I might have to hunt him down. But y'all have made serious strides towards upgrading the equipment around here and getting me started and being regulars even before this was a show. And I figure y'all and anybody who ends up putting in the most towards any upgrade, from now on, I'm going to do a little pixelized portrait of you and do like a little trading card of you. And I'm going to put those down below. So if James Ratliff, Ezio, Bad Servo, and Newman to start out with, if y'all want to slide me a picture of you wearing an outfit that the most people know you by, I will get to work on those. And I'll remind you again if y'all forget, because I really want to do it for you. It's the least I could do, just something small. Plus, I need to get some artwork out, so yeah. I mean, I already know Newman's going to have a red hat. I mean, that's how it works. Oh, you have to grant Streamlabs access through the button in the lower right. Is that the triangle little drop down? I've only seen screenshots of this thing. I mean, I suppose I could try to play around with my actual... Oh, okay. I'm looking at my stream now. And you can click on the little... Does everyone have the little chest in the lower right-hand corner? Right now it's right over, like... If you roll your mouse over, it appears right over Gato's left nipple. If you click that, there's a balance of the pixels that you have, and you can click Redeem Pixels to cash those in. Does anybody want to try one that has some pixels and we can see if they actually work? I have no idea why it only works for some. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Yeah, I myself had to click on my actual feed as it was going to get it to show up about right here. But it did show up after I did that. So... I don't know, Newman, if you can see it and you want to try like... Oh, I heard it. Redeemed a 2-line freestyle for MacMan X. Oh, wow. Yeah, that works. And look at me, I'm completely unprepared. Yeah, no, that seemed to have worked. Everything's good. He said, oh no. Oh man. Oh, so yeah, that worked, and I guess I got to do a 2-line freestyle about MacMan X. Do y'all know James? He goes by MacMan X. I hear he's into freaky shit, like Pac-Man sex. And we've kicked this off with a absolutely horrible result. Thank you, Newman. Also, if you want to put that as your email signature, totally fine. Cool. Yeah, I got an alert that somebody cashed something in, so at least only for Newman, everything's working. That tells me that everybody else has problems. Especially James, who's into Pac-Man sex. That's a fetish I hadn't heard of before today. But whatever. Everybody's into something, right? No judging. I myself have always been really interested in Gadget Hack Wrench. So who am I to talk about your Pac-Man addiction? You've had a lot of the extensions enabled. Did you do it for your channel? I wonder if that has something to do with it. It's very strange. Oh, I can see. Okay. You can kind of see it in the chat here, but I can really see it in the chat on the channel. I can see who's in first place, second place, and third place. It's got a little badge by your stuff. That's so cool. Well, to everybody who didn't get to play along, it looks like you're still gaining pixels from watching and subscribing and following and all that. So you're gaining the currency, but you're not seeing the chest and you don't have the ability to cash it in. I don't know if you want to Google that or whatnot, but I'll try to find out some more before the next stream as well. Wow, this was a success. This worked really well. We beat a game in the fastest time possible. I ate a tiny banana, and I suppose I should feel sorry for those 3 children that I absolutely murdered in that game. If you can murder people with tomatoes, it sure sounded like it. Let me pop open the old Photoshop here, and I'll get an official rating going, and then we'll say our goodbyes. While I'm getting that rating going, could y'all think of anything that you'd like to see me do in exchange for those pixels that y'all will be gaining, or any game suggestions? Anything you'd like to see in the coming month, because I do not have a lot planned for next month, except for something wrestling themed, which I'll tell you about as soon as I'm done with this rating. All right, graphics. Okay, this one might surprise some of y'all, but I got graphics in mind already. Let me think about that. So Newman's going to mull it about in his head. A Google form for a suggestion box. That's pretty cool. Actually, I saw that you can do a suggestion box integration down below. That might be something I look into, so that if y'all ever have any ideas and you don't want to type it into chat, or I'm not around, you can always do it that way too. Let's see. Sound's going to be kind of rough. It's going to get bonus points in weird ways, but it's going to be rough. Control. Yeah. That one's also going to be rough. And fun factor. Let's see here. What do I want to do for fun factor? Yeah. This is all pretty, this all makes a lot of sense to me. This is going to be a pretty straightforward review. I think a lot of y'all will probably agree on it. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Let's see. Challenge level. That one's going to actually be fairly easy. Cool. Let me go ahead and save this review, and we'll share it. I'm really geeked that this works so well. Like, I didn't think it was going to work the first time, and it's been working every single time since. I've been really happy about that. Yes, indeed. Cool. Yeah, there's an extension for it, so it could save some time. All right, let's see if we can get the rating up, and Ninja Clowns by Strata Group. Strata Group. Very well-known game publisher. I can't think of any other game that Strata Group has ever made. And maybe this is why. Yeah, this came out in 91 in the arcade, quarter a piece, beat 'em up. It was like I think it was a 2-player stand-up. Yeah, because I did see that you could bring in another player. God, I should have at least seen what the other player looked like. Probably just a palette swap. But the interesting thing about this game that I put is seriously what the fuck. Because, yeah, that's what we were all thinking. So for graphics, I went really high with this. I gave it a 4.5 because the only thing I would nick is the repetitive backgrounds. Because there was only like 4 different levels and some of them got repeated, especially that street level. And even the final boss was in like the crack lab that you like busted up the lab. Yeah. It's where they made the drugs for narc. I think they made the crack. But I gave it a 4.5 because the like character graphics and like the items and stuff were really legit and like super popped out at me. They were nice and crisp. The animations were scary, horrible, but looked really good. Curse potions. Yeah, that's it. For sound, I gave it a 3.5. Really, it would have been lower, like maybe even a 2.5. Honestly, it might have been the lowest sound I've ever done, but I laughed so hard at the pure impact everything had, like from the pulled tomatoes to just the standard kicks. Everything sounded like it was like one of those zoom in Mortal Kombat, every bone is breaking in your body, like just from simple hits. And so I bumped that up probably an extra entire point because of that. So we'll go 3.5. Control, I put down on 3. That one was really weird because the buttons were fantastic, but the D-pad felt like, I don't know, like if it was the actual arcade machine, I would feel that somebody had put like gum and pieces of pretzel cheese and like pickled jalapenos and jam them into the controls, and you really had to like yank them around to get them to move. Or like on the Atari 2600, the button was always really responsive, but the joystick like was like a big leather baton that you really had to like, I'm not going to say anything that you can make a clip out of, but it was hard to control with your hand. So I put a 3 for that. The buttons, when they were connecting and you didn't have to move, it felt good. For fun factor, I gave it a 4. The repetitiveness really sunk that, and the control just kind of made it a chore to hit people. And not having a dedicated jump button for those jump kicks really sucked. So, I mean, this could have potentially been a 4.5 or even a 5.0 if I'd really been in the mood for it. But the fact that the pacing was all messed up because of the controls, and yeah, I put that as a 4. And for challenge, this is another beginner one, just like last week, because really you could just jam buttons all day long until you beat the game. Not a lot of constitution to beat this game. You really needed more constitution to accept the game as it is, because it was really bizarre and frightening. And and I keep thinking back to that lady in the street whose attack was na 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 na. That was perhaps the most bizarre thing in the entire game, and that's saying something. She's like, "Come here, and I'll tickle you." One punch dead. That's bizarre. So, yeah, as far as what's coming up, the first stream in April, since it'll be a new month, that means I'll do a new skinning of the characters and the ending screen and all that good stuff for the next month. I have not figured that out yet, but I'll come up with something cool for y'all. And then on Thursday, to warm up for WrestleMania 35, which is coming up on Sunday, April 7th, I'm going to play, if I can get it to work right, I better test that out, WCW NWO for Revenge for the N64, which will go down in history as one of the best wrestling games with a create a wrestler, well, not even a create, but a customized wrestler system in that. And I'm pumped. I really hope I'm able to get that running right, because that is one of my, not even just favorite wrestling games, just a favorite game that I have not played in, I don't even know, like maybe even 2 decades. Something close to that. Not since it was like new for the 64, and I rented that sucker so many times. Yeah, new theme as in just changing these characters around, and don't know if you saw it, but the I'm not going to do this again. Actually, I am going to do this again. I'm going to do it on purpose this time because I don't care. But going back to this screen, like the little sleeping guy from the end of time down there from Chrono Trigger. Everything was Chrono Trigger themed this time around. So yeah, I'll think of a new theme for next month. Def Jam Vendetta was good for wrestling, or I guess you could call that wrestling. I don't know. Definitely not Thrill Kill. Thrill Kill was not good. But I'm definitely going to have to play that on the channel sometime. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, thanks for all the help on everything. From the equipment to the gaining the pixels to throwing in the gold coins like y'all did this time. Another shout out to Ezio and Newman for doing those. And where's that thing? There it is. Another shout out to MacMan, who is in first place with 650 pixels. And not there is in second place. Dan Roundhill's in third place. These seem different than the last time I said them. Oh, it's because Newman spent some. So once you spend it, you go back down. I did not know that. So currently, MacMan is in the lead in first place, and then not there in second. And Dan Roundhill, who I blamed everything on last time for going wrong, in third. But Newman is right down at the bottom, and he's ready to come back on up. Yep, he burned $500 on that Pac-Man fetish. So, yeah, I guess I will see y'all. See y'all in a week for some wrestling nonsense. So, I hope you dress up for the occasion. And y'all are the cream of the crop in my heart. We'll see if I can get this thing going by next stream. Might leave it on for a little flavor in the background like Ninja does. He's got like 4 big screen TVs and all it does is show his damn logo. I promise I'll do something cooler than that. But yeah, with that, I'm going to roll it over to the credits, and I will see y'all next week. Thanks again from the bottom of my heart for supporting this, and hopefully we'll grow this family up even more. Make sure to join in that Discord that's down below, all right? And all that other stuff. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Later on.